guys, Keith here. Yep, there's a motorcycle in my living room. This is a 2024 Kawasaki klx300. After laying it down on its side, pretty early in its life, I decided I needed to get some hand guards that wrapped all the way around to protect the brake and clutch lever and the throttle. Yeah, I cracked the plastic inside the throttle at 100 miles, almost exactly. So I wanted to share with you guys how I installed these, because I saw a couple of different videos of people doing some things, and it was an awful lot of work. I guess most people get new handlebars as soon as they get a new bike. They throw on new handlebars. Well, I didn't do that because I didn't buy a brand new motorcycle to work on it. I bought it to ride it, and I thought it would be like a 15-minute install here, real easy. The manufacturer does send out these fasteners that are for bikes with hollow handlebars, but these handlebars aren't hollow. There's a big old chunk of steel in the end here. It's the full length of that grip, and it's pretty hard steel. It's not the softest steel in the world. I started drilling out the steel on this side, and I was going to drill it oversized to like 1/2 inch diameter. And after about 45 minutes of drilling with a couple other drill bits, I gave up on that. I watched a bunch of other videos, did a bunch of research, and I think that this way that I've got it done right now is probably the easiest way that you'll do this. If you have stock handlebars and you bought these, you're probably in a bind already, aren't you? You probably found out it's not that easy. It's not a 15-minute job. So I'm going to show you what I did. Not the right way, but it's a relatively easy way. I'm going to get a little close up here, but I would recommend first off that you buy yourself a kit to drill and tap the handlebars. 8mm, 1.25, and I would suggest that you buy a cap screw that is 8mm by 40mm long. I use blue Loctite on everything, and this is a spacer. It's about a 1/2 inch. It's probably not even metric, it's probably standard. I got it at Ace Hardware. This goes inside of the grip, and I'll show you that in a minute here. I'll show you the close-up here in just a second. But you'll need a T-handle. I actually broke my T-handle because I listened to some other advice about drilling it oversized, and I had to do a thread repair kit. So don't go that route. Don't try to drill it oversized. Don't use a step bit to drill it out and smash that hunk of steel in there. Just buy a $8.50 drill bit and tap set and a $2 cap bolt. Well, actually, you'll have to get 2 of those, so that's $4 in cap bolts. And believe it or not, that thing is like $2, but do it anyway. It's going to save you a whole lot of heartache. So I'm going to show you a little close-up here of what I got going on. Some other guys who have done this, they put these clamps over here, which I thought about doing it, but I was trying to make it all work out. Nothing was working out. The clamp would interfere with this, and some of those other guys, they're moving things all around and having to come down here and move this to get some extra slack. I didn't do any of that nonsense. So I did cut this off. I didn't want to cut it off with the hacksaw, but it was broken. I would have preferred to have drilled it out, and you can see the spacer in there. I'm going to quick run this back. You're going to want to mute that for 1/2 second. So here's the problem. If you were to move this over 2 inches, it puts that clamp here, and it, like I said, it interferes with things. So what I did is I just forced it. I just strong-armed it over, bent this piece of aluminum. But by doing that, it gives it extra room. You can't see really well because you're not going through this 3-hour process that I went through. You don't have to go through all that nonsense. There's plenty of space in here. And had I done it differently, that space would not be in here. When I pushed this tight, when I really bent this and ran that screw in, it created the space. Otherwise, this would be hitting right now. So, guys, if you bought these things thinking that they would fit on your stock handlebars and then you found out it's a real pain in the ass, just rest assured it is not that difficult. You can just push this in, bend it in, make sure the threads aren't cross-threaded, run it in there, it'll work great. Just get yourself a T-handle. Yeah, mine broke. The tap, drill bit, I always use blue thread locker on everything. You gotta have a 5mm and a 6mm Allen. This is what I used. Yeah, I know. This is what I used to drill through the grip, this rubber grip over here. I didn't like the idea of cutting off 1/2 inch of this, so there's a 1/2 inch spacer in there. I think I've covered everything well enough. Here's the orientation of the clamp. It does just fit over everything. There's some room. So whatever, guys, I hope this is helpful. Thanks for watching.